Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. Again, as you can see, we've broken support now on the ASX 200, so I do think we're going to be going down a little bit further next week. And I think obviously of the Brexit, there'll be a little bit of panic over the next 3 or 4 days, and the hedge funds, there's going to be a lot of talk about this. But I think actually this is going to give us a tremendous buying opportunity. I don't know when, but it will do sometime in the next maybe week or 2 weeks. On sort of what I think Brexit will mean is that Europe will possibly disintegrate a lot faster, and there's going to be millions and millions of dollars that are going to have to leave Europe and go into other possible other markets, and I think the Dow is going to benefit really strongly over the sort of medium term after this initial pullback, and I think so will the ASX. So I'm sort of medium term. I think this is very bullish for our markets, what's gone on today, and I think long term it's going to be very, very bullish. But we are going to have a bit of short term panic and maybe short term pain, but we want to use this opportunity to make some money. I'd just like to bring this chart over here. This is gold price in Australian dollar terms, and today it hit a record high in I think over the last 20 years. So I think that is absolutely amazing, and when you look at that, I think these gold companies, especially with the Aussie dollar, talking about going down maybe a little bit more, your Northern Stars and your Evolution, the two trends we put on today, I think these companies, the sort of money they're going to make is potentially going to be extraordinary over the next sort of 6, 7, 8 months. Again, I am expecting, gold does well when, and we said this before, when sort of, I think you get mayhem and you get sort of disintegration of governments and societies, and this is what we're going to see, and this could be the moment that pushes gold to even higher highs. So I think gold's got to be a part of your portfolio, and again, we are long Northern Star. We are long and sort of a few junior gold explorers like MOY, but I think Northern Star, some of the big gold stories are just going to trend up a little bit higher as well over the next sort of 2 weeks. Just having a look at those two trends we put on this morning. We put these gold stories on as soon as we really got the impression that Brexit was going to happen. I think we picked that up really early. We're monitoring all the websites, and I think having being an old pom myself and knowing exactly how different sort of England votes, I think we sort of and we saw the Sunderland vote came out. It suddenly dawned on me that I think Brexit was going to happen. We picked it early. We jumped into gold, and those two gold trends did really well today. So Evolution, Northern Star, again, I mean, we're holding them. They're on actually. They look really bullish. So if you can actually see the trend that came back, hit that trend line, bang, they got a little buy signal. So there's no reason. I think Northern Star can even run up higher over the next few days, and so can Evolution. SGR actually held up really well. I mean, we bought this on a long-term trend, but it held up really well. So again, I think just hold it. It might be a bit of pain over the next 2 weeks. If you've got, I'd definitely say if you're really short-term. I mean, we're not day traders, Equity Story, but if you've got a very short-term mentality with this stock, sell it. But if you haven't, we're happy to hold it and let it trend up. And again, with A2 Milk, it was actually doing okay, but like all the stocks in the market, it's pulled back a little bit. We're happy to hold this chart. Again, if it breaks sort of that 158, if you've got a short-term trading view, then get out of it, because obviously if it did break 158, it could maybe go back and retest this sort of 137, maybe 140 level. Just basically having a look. Like I've said, it's very important that this is now a great buying opportunity, and we've got a whole heap of great companies that are growing their earnings that are not going to, their earnings aren't going to be affected by Brexit, and well, I hope not anyway. And you can see companies like Adasol, it's just come back now here to its trend line. these are companies that you should be having a look at over the next week. Again, APX, VTG. I mean, these are really bullish trends, and BWX. I mean, these are the companies that definitely should be Catapult. But like I said, I wouldn't sort of just run in straight away. I think we just need to see basically beginning of next week just see how the market is trading, and try and look for some opportunities to get into these stocks. And Yari, of course, it's broke that short-term trend, but again it's come back to a longer-term trend, so I think it's pretty decent buying around here. So I think, yeah, just hold off on that and see how the market sort of trades over the next few days, and then I think there's definitely going to be some really good buying opportunities on a whole heap of stocks, and possibly some stocks that we've been looking to put on. We're obviously looking at these prices, and we're going to be adding possibly some more 3-year growth stories. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for listening to Equity Story, and have a great weekend, and I look forward to bringing you this report on Monday. Thank you. Bye bye.